All right, welcome Happy Campers Book Club. We are talking this week about Camp Secret number 7, Kids Thrive with Structure. I've got Suzanne and Chelsea back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Than's for being the most loyal of
Of course, hey.
I guess when you work at camp all summer, that's what happens. So we're transitioning, even we and most people in the world are transitioning from like summer back into school. So it's a good time to think about new routines, new habits. How can we make this year just kind of maybe calmer or better in some way than last year? So I thought tonight for our discussion, we'll just each share something, a habit or a routine that we'd like to start for ourselves individually, and then maybe something for our families as well. So who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay, thanks, Chelsea.
Yeah. So I think for myself, I would like to be better about incorporating.
Sorry, we have a new member joining us.
Yes.
Hop on in. Come on in. Welcome to the club.
Thank you.
We welcome all people. We're talking about kids. Can you introduce yourself actually before we start with your real name?
Okay, I'm Natalie Fitzgerald.
And how old are your kids?
My kids are 7, 4.5, and 2.
Okay, great. Well,
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So we're talking about Camp Secret number 7, and Chelster's going to
I
start.
love this one.
Okay, good.
Yes.
We're each going to share one new habit or routine for ourselves individually that we'd like to do like
Okay.
this school year, and one for our family.
Okay.
So Chelsea's going to start.
Okay. So I think for myself individually, I would like to be better about exercise. And I want to start doing it in the morning, because if I wait until the end of the day thinking I'm going to do it, I don't do it. So I want to go for a walk every day. And so that if I say every day, I'm hoping for 5 days. Realistically, maybe 3. No, I'm just kidding. But I really want to get that down in my routine, because I feel like I need to, just for mentally and physically, and want to make that a routine. So that. And then for my family, I think I want to be better about us planning our weekend. And I don't want to be over planned or over scheduled. I still want to have rest and everything else. But we get to the weekend, and my husband and I will think, oh, maybe we could do a date night tonight, but we don't have it planned. So it's like, oh, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Oh, we need reservations, etc. But if we planned it out ahead of time, then it would make everything run so much smoother. And then by the end of the weekend, we feel like we've had some fun things in there. We've done some productive things like straightening up the garage or cleaning or whatever, but that it's a little more scheduled to make it happen.
Those are both great. I love those
really
ideas.
nice.
So for the routine, like the exercise thing, I think there's so many like hacks that people have, but some of it is like you literally like have the same, like almost, you know how like brushing your teeth, like you never skip brushing your
Right,
teeth.
right.
So if you make it something that's like, you know, like before you have your coffee or right after, or I don't know, something so it's
Right.
like in some like.
Or it's like
Exactly.
like an appointment. That
Yes.
you have. Like I almost think of it as like I have a 9:45 to 10:30 spin class that is like I would take a call. It's like just like I would not be late
Yeah.
for a client on a call, I won't be late for my spin class.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
Right.
Something that's like manageable.
Yeah, but I do think also writing it on the schedule. Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna do, if it's
Right.
like even if it's 20 minutes,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's on my schedule.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna like check my email during that
Yeah.
time or
Right.
anything.
Exactly.
All right. So who wants to go next? Do you want to go next? Suzanne?
Sure.
Okay.
So with the scheduling thing, I work from home a lot, and I have a bad habit of working all the time. So I'd like to stop working at 5 or 5:30 or 6 or whatever the time is, and actually stop working to put something like fun or exercise or a walk on the schedule and then actually do it. Because sometimes I feel like I float in and out of family and work all day and all night. So I think that would be
Don't
good.
you also work
Yeah,
from
work
home?
from home
just
too?
like you. And actually, that's one of my things. I'm a single working mom, and I offer to my. I own a sleep consulting company,
Yeah.
so I work with new moms, with infants, parents with toddlers, and with my packages, I offer unlimited consulting. Well, a lot of times between 6 and 8 p.m. is when people are putting their kids to bed. Well,
Right.
it's also when I'm putting my kids to bed.
Right.
So I can't be offering my clients that time while I'm trying to spend that time with my kids.
Right.
And one of my things that you mentioned this at dinner, I thought about is putting my phone away, like in a drawer, so that I can't check the emails, I can't check the text messages, I can't respond to anyone, and I let my clients know during that time. I will be with my family.
That you're unavailable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is really hard to do.
Yeah, it is. That's why I love camp.
Yeah, I know.
Phone's
me too.
away.
Yeah.
2 whole weeks of
I'm
not-
unavailable.
Yeah, yeah,
It's great.
and literally unavailable because there's really no cell
Because it's not
service
going
out
to work.
there. Yeah, yeah.
There's a book, I think. Of course, I always have a book. Cal Newport. I think it's one of his books. I think it's Deep Work. That he literally says you need a shutdown ritual if you work at home.
Yeah.
And like there's steps that you take, and like oftentimes it's like your list for your priorities for the next day. So that like if something's hanging,
That's like your
any
ending.
unfinished, like so like there's something that's not quite done, but it's going to be the thing you start with tomorrow. So you can make a list of those things. You know, whether it's turning off your computer, but he literally says the word like shut down.
Shut.
Like he stands up, he does his steps,
Right.
and then he,
That's a good
you know,
idea.
Need to
stands
read
up
that
from his
book.
desk. So I'm just thinking, like, in terms of like making a routine
Yeah.
around, like, if you really want to say like 5:30 is your time, maybe you set the timer on your phone for 5:15, and you start your
And then do a
shutdown
ritual.
ritual. You know,
It's a
and
nice
it's
idea.
and it's what are pending things or whatever.
Yeah. And then close it down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be done.
Right.
I like it.
Not that I've practiced this, but
No,
No, but I think I need the book.
but I really
Yeah,
I think I could do it.
Really stand behind it. But
Remind me of that book later.
Okay, do you have any family new habit or routine that you want to do?
Yeah, we're gonna do less sports
Oh,
because
good.
we overpack our weekends and our evenings, and we stay up too late at soccer practice, and then we eat dinner, then we do baths, and all of a sudden, my second grader's going to bed at 9:30, 10 o'clock. So,
How old are your kids, Q?
the little one turned 8 yesterday, and Wyatt's 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's a great new routine.
one each per like time frame.
Yeah,
I don't
per
mind if we
season.
do it per season.
Yeah,
Right. They can back like I don't want them to overlap, but they can back to back if we do one. So I think that'll help.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
So one thing that I've been really working hard on is meal planning because I'm trying to stick in a budget for my groceries and eating out. And sometimes, you know, on the weekends, it's easier to go eat out with the kids or if we have, you know, a day where we're getting home late, it's easier to order pizza. But I really am trying to also help my kids develop some healthier eating habits, especially my one picky eater. So what my goal is, and my kids start school next Wednesday, and in some ways I'm so excited because I just love the structure and the routine during the school year. I'm one of those moms that I actually really dread when summer comes around because I get nervous that there's not enough structure in the summer days. So Sundays, we go to mass usually like twice a month. On Sunday mornings, I'll take the kids and then we'll come home and have lunch and nap time. And during that nap time on Sundays, I really want to devote to some meal prep. So whether that be already having the grocery shopping done and chopping up vegetables, having them in containers, or planning out some new, maybe like 2 new dinners for the week, or you know, some kind of meal plan for the week that's out of the usual during that nap time, and then going to the grocery store after. But just using that like Sunday afternoon for that healthier, out of the box meal prep. So
It's such a great idea.
yeah, we've gotten into a rut with the eating
Yeah.
stuff. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Some good frozen meals too. Have you seen those? We like prep them and
Those
then put them in the
crock pot
freezer?
things.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
know,
We just put it all
yeah.
in a bag and then you just like just dump it in.
Yeah, my mom got me the what is that like?
Instapot.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
I
never
love
used
it. Oh my
And
gosh.
I
you can-
know.
You can make
Amazing.
chicken in like
Yes.
5 minutes.
I know. It's
From
just like why am I
frozen.
not using it? So I need to spend
Yeah.
the time to learn how to use it, and then
Yes.
the time to prep the meals.
They're
Plan
fabulous.
the
You should
meals.
use it.
Okay.
Once
They're
you
really
take
good.
that
Okay.
step and use it once, I was the same way. I bought it thinking, okay, this would be great. 'cause
Yeah.
Steve told me about
Yeah.
it, and so thought, okay, great. And then it took me forever to like.
It sits in a corner.
Yes,
Yeah.
sits in a corner because you got to take out the
Box.
manual,
Yeah.
and you got to like put enough liquid so
Yeah.
you don't burn it, and blah blah. blah, and there's a lot of buttons on there.
To learn
So
how to
anyway,
use Like,
but
enough
then once
time
you
to learn
do,
how to use
it's
it.
so
You do.
great.
They're
Yeah.
It's
so
great.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you'll like
so
it.
that's for my family, and then personally, I can really relate to you with the working from home thing, and I'm really trying to figure that out. And I haven't nailed the actual goal itself, but it's something to provide my day with more structure for my clients, for myself, and for my kids. And I don't know what that looks like just yet, but one of the things that I was working with a business coach, kind of learning how to plan out the week, and she mentioned, you have Wednesday and Thursday help from the nanny when your daughter's not in school. That's when you need to schedule your phone calls. But I'll try to fit in a phone call here and there if I'm in the car for 30 minutes or I don't have, have one or two of the kids. I'll be like, oh, she's taking a nap. I can fit it in here. But no, that's my time to do other things around the house or, yeah. So that's my personal goal, is to structure better time for work, myself, and kids.
That's awesome.
That's more
So
focused.
Good.
Yeah.
So good. That sounds so good. I'm excited for you.
Thank you. I'll let you know how it's going.
Yeah, for sure. So mine are, it's actually interesting because I think about my family, and my family's all spread out. So I think I want some kind of new like routine or ritual around our communication with each other, because I've always felt like when like my kids call, I have to drop everything, but it's kind of similar to like, I need to figure out, like, tell my kids either like, hey, I'm not available during this time, and I also want to figure out a group thing that we'll all do, because my kids are almost of different generations. So like we started this like private family Facebook group, but like two of my kids like aren't
Don't even use Facebook.
They don't even use it.
Yeah.
And then group texts, I guess, are kind of our thing sometimes. But it'd be fun to figure out like a video chat like on Sunday afternoon or something. So I don't know. So that would be for my family. And then personally, what was the thing I shared with you before? I think
About
I want to
reading
do
a book. Like,
I
you
think
wanna-
reading more.
Reading and
Putting
during the
setting
day.
aside
Yeah.
during the day.
Yeah.
You wanted to.
So blocking more time for
Right.
reading, not just at night,
Yeah.
my more like professional reading
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, so that's it. So that is so there's a lot in this chapter just about kind of schedules, routines, and it also goes back to values and sort of looking at where we are spending our time and what we want to do differently. And I think every season is a good chance to just kind of look at everything and be like, hey, am I spending the time the way I want? Is it really like, am I engaged? Am I feeling good about my time? And what about my kids and the family and everything? So this has been fun. Thanks for talking about this. And then next week we'll be back talking about Camp Secret number 8, Make It Cool to Be Kind. So we'll see you next week.
Great.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks.